kettlebell swing. It's really hard to do successfully. It's another lift that is straight driven from the ground from your heels. The main thing about this lift is that people always think that you're generating all of the energy to move this through your arms. Everyone thinks that you're pulling the weight up through your arms, but actually it's a matter of your hip movement. Everything like hang clings, snatches, it's all about how fast you can move your hips. The basic thing you're going to want to do when you start out with the swing is you're going to need to understand your feet. Your feet are everything. You can't just be flat-footed, bending your feet in. They need to be like you're grabbing the ground with your foot. Like you want to sit there and grab the ground with your foot, like hand in hand. You're going to have to focus on your knees because you're going to be in a position that you want to have your knees get driven out. Whenever you're like coming up and your knees are in, it's just destroying your knees, making them more vulnerable to injuries. If you're working out wrong, you're probably going to get injured doing the sport you do. If you're doing an NFL dance, after you just sack the quarterback and you tear your hamstring or your ACL, it's probably because you're training wrong. So to start this out, you're going to want to start through your feet, come up, and you want to be in a football or a power position. The main thing you're going to want to do is be ready for the weight. So even if the weight's out in front of you, you're going to want to be far away from it, so you're going to swing it in. And when you swing it in, you're going to throw it back as far away from you as you can. This lift is also more of a deadlift rather than a squat. So what I mean by that is rather than squatting down, you're going to be more of like a hinge. You're going to pivot. You're going to come down and then shoot up. Come down and then shoot up rather than squatting. So when you're in this position, you're going to want to get your feet straight ahead, grab the ground with your feet, and then you're going to get relaxed, power position, and then throw that weight in, and then from right here, your hips are going to move the weight. That's all that's going to happen. You're going to want to completely explode upwards, having your whole body throw the weight up. And once it's up, don't go higher than your face. Never go higher than your face at all. And once it is up, you're going to basically want to have the kettlebell rise up because you're already throwing it down. So you're going to want to take the energy as it's going up and then throw it back down. You want to see the kettlebell come up like it's already coming down. So what I mean by that is I'm going to get my position, power, and I'm going to get relaxed, ready to go. Right there. Get a nice comfy position, and when I'm at the top of my swing, you don't want to be straight up and down. You want to be slightly extended, hyper-extended, but not too much. You don't want to over-exaggerate. You just want to be at that part where you're basically leaning on the tips of the top of your heels, just leaning. That's what you want to be at. You don't want to hyperextend and you don't want to be straight up and down. So what it looks like from the side is right here. Remember, I'm throwing the weight down through to the deadlift. Kettlebell swing could also be done like single-handedly, where you want to alter. So if you're going to alter them, what you have to do is basically get in the same stance you would, but rather than two hands on the belt, you're going to put one. So you're going to back up, so you can swing it in. And then what you do with your remainder hand, you just put it out to the side and make a fist. You want tension. Tension will allow you to lift more. So you're going to come out here and just You could also do two-handed swings. All this does is it benefits your forearms. It allows you to get more strength in your forearms. The only thing you have to do for this is just widen out your stance. it's a lot more work. You should do like lower amount of reps, but